G'day, I'm Tim Faircloth and welcome back to my channel. In this short video, I just want to touch on what I think is a really crucial switch in mindset when it comes to your social media marketing as a travel advisor. And that is, you really need to consider becoming the face of your personal brand. And there is one main reason why I feel this is just so important, and particularly in today's fast visual media world where there's an ever diminishing window of time to grab someone's attention on their social newsfeed. So cruisers by nature are inherently social, as one of the reasons they cruise in the first place is they enjoy that social interaction with the crew and other passengers. They just love sharing their excitement with another human. So cruise lines realise this, and they will often inject a human element into the marketing of their cruise experience. Now that may be by way of promoting a celebrity chef, the wellness expert, expedition leader, or even their onboard entertainment. Some even heavily promote their amazing crew as a huge part of the experience, but that all starts once you actually are on board. But there is one thing cruise lines do not do, is they do not project a human presence into the actual booking experience. And that's where you as a travel advisor have a massive opportunity to bridge that gap from when a consumer walks into your digital shop to when they actually walk on board the ship. So imagine if travel advisors ceased to exist. Now I can guarantee you then that cruise lines would focus heavily on putting a lot more human interaction into the actual transactional side of booking their product. So when the cruise lines put out their marketing material, it's usually around one of two things. That is the actual cruise experience or the value proposition of buying that cruise experience. So it stands to reason when you as a travel advisor are thinking about your own social media marketing, you don't just simply replicate the digital assets that the cruise lines are putting out, but rather bring attention to your own booking experience. And one of the best ways to show your audience how you can add value to the booking experience is through a talking head video. Look at one of the most enduring formats of this, and that's the anchor, the talking head on the evening news. Now, why do networks put so much money, resources, studio space into producing this when they could simply just run the news stories one after the other? You still get the same news. Because it adds personality and lends authority. It becomes a one-on-one conversation like we're having now, and the networks realise the importance of this. One of the most common mistakes I see travel advisors make on social media, particularly in the cruise forums, the cruise groups, is that they simply just rehash and replicate what the cruise lines are putting out. Those digital assets, maybe with a little tagline of "call me, email me to book this cruise." But really, if you swap out your name and your company logo, you could be any one of your competitors. Now you may think your biggest competitor is Travel Advisor X over here or Travel Agency Y over here, but it's actually not. Your biggest competitor in many ways is inertia, and that's a consumer's tendency to remain unchanged or to do nothing at all. So two things need to happen. The consumer needs to decide to go on that cruise in the first place, and in a way that's the cruise line's job in their marketing, to showcase the amazing experience on board. But then this is where you come in as a travel advisor to showcase your booking experience and how much value that adds to that consumer. And the best way to do that is through this talking head video. Now let's look at an example I saw recently where a cruise line were offering free drinks package, and travel advisors were just replicating that little tile, free drinks package included if you book your cruise this season. Imagine if you instead recorded a short little video, put in a nice cruisy background, maybe even made yourself one of the cocktails that actually are included in the drinks package. You're sitting there with this delicious cocktail, talking about the incredible value. That cocktail is $10, the drinks package is $65, and that's all included in your amazing cruise fare of just $150 a day. You know, you're explaining it and you're delivering it much like the anchor does in the evening news. And remembering that it is called newsfeed for a reason. People are flicking through to get information. And if they continually see that same person, that voice, that go-to expert, delivering that news over and over again, when they eventually get over their inertia and are ready to, let's book this cruise, they'll think, okay, I keep seeing this person, chances are you may get that business and you will definitely stand out above your other competitors that are just rehashing what the cruise lines are putting out. You may think, I'm an introvert, I can't do that. It's actually not the case. I myself am 100% full-blown introvert. So let me just explain that. The true meaning of an introvert is someone who does not gain power nor energy from other people. So they may go and speak to a group of people, to an audience, for an hour, say, and then they'll need to go and sit down and relax and recoup and get that power and energy back. Whereas an extrovert will talk to a group for an hour, and then they'll spend the next hour wishing they were back speaking to that group because they gain power and energy from people. So can an introvert speak on camera? Absolutely they can. Here I am in my studio talking to a camera, which is a little bit unnatural, it's just practice, but there's no one here. I can make mistakes, I can edit it out. There's no pressure. There's no pressure of being like in front of a live audience. And after a while, you just get used to hearing your voice because you think that's how I sound, this is how I look, and that's the way it is. Just got to get past that fear of other people's opinions. Now in future videos, I'll talk much more about that, and of course more about market positioning, branding, all sorts of things. But today, I just wanted to get across that one point because it's the one thing cruise lines aren't doing, and that is putting a face, putting a human element into the booking journey itself, which is a massive opportunity, I say, being missed by travel advisors the world over. So thanks for watching, really appreciate your support, and I'll catch you later.